Uh, well, welcome to the Hall of Shame. Here we go. Let's do the recap for May 7th, 2023. Let's start off. We have 3 games tonight, and there were a lot of goals scored. We'll start with the New Jersey Devils. We'll work our way from the earliest game to the latest game. Devils take game 3, 8-4. 8-4. 8-4 over the Carolina Hurricanes. And this video was about to be called Freddy Set No instead of Freddy Set Go like we did a couple days ago, but I don't want it to be another red one. So because we had Freddy Set Go, and then we had Roar, and I think we had one more. I don't remember which one it was. Last one was Power Play with the 3 because of the Oilers. But let's just get this underway because there are 12 goals we got to go over. Then we'll move on to Florida and then finish it off with Seattle. Timo Meier, 6 minutes into the first, gets the first goal for the Devils. I didn't watch any of it because I wasn't watching for some reason. I don't know why. Jack Hughes and Dawson Mercer get the assist, and the Devils have an early 1-0 lead. Just under 5 minutes later, Jack Hughes gets his 4th of the playoffs. Ty Smith and Dawson Mercer get their assistance, 2-0 Devils. Speaking of Hughes, his brother Luke Hughes makes his playoff debut tonight, which was really good because we'll get to him soon. Michael McLeod gets his 2nd of the playoffs. It's a shorthanded goal. Nico Hischier and John Marino get the assist, and the Devils up 3-0 after 1. Again, it was just a blowout. The shots were actually not as far off as you would expect for an 8-4 loss. 34-30 Devils. I mean, they obviously dominated, but Nico Hischier gets his first 53 seconds into the second, and the Devils are up 4-0 against the Carolina Hurricanes. Brett and Palat get the assists, and I believe it was at this point, I'm not sure when, that Freddie Anderson was sent out and Peter Kochetkov was sent in. Didn't really matter anyway. Just under 2 minutes later, or just over a minute later, 1 minute and 7 seconds later, Sebastian Aho gets his 5th of the playoffs. Jarvis and Slavin and the Hurricanes are on the board. It's 4-1. Sorry. Now here comes the biggest point for Luke Hughes, because he gets his first point of the playoffs, his first point of his career, I believe. Damon Severson gets his 1st of the playoffs, and Luke and Jack both assist. Luke gets his 1st, and Hughes gets his 4th, and the Devils are up 5-1. Another short goal. Did they score any power play goals? Yeah, Palat did in the 3rd. They scored 4. There was 4 shorthanded goals, and 3 of them for the Hurricanes. That was funny. Joe Martin gets a shorthanded goal, and it's 5-2. That's it for the second. It's 5-2 after 2. I was about to say it's gonna be a blowout. I was texting Josh, and I was like, "This game better end 6-2, so I could say it ends 6-2 their stomachs," but that never happened. Miles Wood opens the scoring in the 3rd. John Marino and Vitek Vanacek gets an assist, and it's 6-2. Just under 2 minutes later, Jack Hughes gets his 5th of the playoffs. Mercer and Seekenthaler their assist on that. It's 7-2. And again, just over 2 minutes later, the Hurricanes strike back at 7-3 with Jordan Stahl has a shorthanded goal with Martin getting the assist. And 50 seconds later, Jarvis gets a shorthanded goal. And it is 7-4 with Yesipas getting the assist. And then 10:47, which is maybe 2.5 minutes later. That was like 5 goals in 7 minutes combined for both teams. And Andre Palat, power play goal. Brett and Hughes, Luke Hughes getting the assist. And the score is final, 8-4. And the Devils are just right back in this series. That was a great game by both teams, just amazingly close, and it was just unbelievable how close this game was. 8-4 is your final. Let's head over to Florida, because this was a big Leafs win. Oh yeah, Wes McCauley was calling it. Forgot about that. Let's get the first goal out of the way, and then we will talk about the rest of it, because Samsonov got injured in the middle of it. Sam Lafferty opens the scoring 2:26 into the first. David Kampf and Morgan Riley get the assists. It's 1-0 Leafs. And nothing else in the first. And we move on to the second. Just 10 seconds, 2:36 into the second. Anthony Duclair. Oh, this was before. Wait, all right, let's get we'll get to Duclair in a second. There was a penalty on the play. Shen tripping. Panthers had a puck. I don't remember if Shen blew a tire or what he tried to do, but he tripped someone and went crashing into Samsonov. Samsonov just can't get up. He eventually goes into the locker room. Joseph Woll comes in, and I'm going to assume Samsonov's out for the rest of the playoffs, which is going to be Wednesday, because that's the only game probably going to play, and the Panthers are going to move on. But let's move on. Anthony Duclair was a breakaway in the power play goal. He ties the game. It's 1-1 with Aaron Ekblad getting assist. And Leafs getting some false hope. 5 minutes, and no under 5 minutes later, Eric Gustafsson, the 7th G for the Leafs tonight, gets his first of the playoffs with Nylander and McCabe getting the assist. It's 2-1 Leafs. A little under 5 minutes later, Carter Verhaeghe ties the game. Radko Gudas and Josh Mahura get the assists. And that's it for 2. It's 2-2 after 2. Third period, nothing happens, and we head to overtime. 3:02 in overtime. The play started with Reinhart, and it ends with Reinhart. Joseph Woll didn't even know where the puck was. It was a wraparound 5-hole, and the Panthers take Game 3, 3-2. Lundell and Ekblad get the assists, and we stay in Florida, down 3-0. This is our first. This is our first 3-game losing streak since late October. We went 0-2-2. I think it was Cuthbert that said that. 0-2-2. That's our first time in that long. And we both just said we're getting swept. I'd be absolutely shocked if we win a game. If we could, I think this is what's gonna happen. If we win Game 4, let's just say hypothetically we win Game 4. Joseph Woll just Samsonov, whoever starts, where you just put on a show. We win Game 4. And we look absolutely incredible. Like, as the best we've ever seen. Matthews, Marner, Tavares, they all get their shit underway. I think we may go 7. I know it's not even Game 4 yet, but if the Leafs win Game 4, I feel like we can force 7. Because if we head back to Toronto, and if we can just win in Toronto, then we have to go back to Florida for 6. And we're 3-1 now in Florida, because we lost game 1. In Florida, because we had Game 3 and 4 in Tampa. We won both in overtime. Game 6 was in Tampa. We won that in overtime. And that was 3-0, and then we lost in overtime for the Panthers. And we're 3-1 now. You never know. If the Leafs win Game 4, I can see us winning Game 5, so that'll be a 3-2 series. Then it's just going to be hit or miss. Are we going to go 7 again? Would the Panthers be one of those teams that just lose 4 in a row and get reverse swept? You never know. It's happened a couple times in history. It hasn't happened a lot, obviously. But you never know. The last team to come up from a 3-0 deficit and win was the Los Angeles Kings, I think it was. Yeah, Kings in 2014. The Sharks went up 3-0 in the series. Kings won 4 in a row, and then they went all the way to win the Stanley Cup over the New York Rangers in 5 games. Let's finish off tonight with, speaking of, one more thing I want to point out. Penalty minutes. The Toronto Maple Leafs, not Toronto. 4 penalty minutes for the Leafs, 0 for the Panthers. Panthers didn't get any calls. Not one. I think that's like the first time since like the 1951 Stanley Cup that the Maple Leafs had not one power play. It was something along that lines of that. Let's head over to Northwest, to the Seattle, Washington. I don't know. Seattle, Washington. The Seattle Kraken just exploded in the second period, and the final score is 7-2. They take a 2-1 series lead, and that Game 4 will be on Tuesday. It'll be on Tuesday. And we'll do predictions of the Oilers and Golden Knights right after this. I will. Nothing after 1. It was 0-0 after 1. It's like, it's going to be a very close game because it's 0-0 after 1. And then there's 4 goals in 6 minutes. Jordan Eberle opens scoring, 2:10 into the second. It's 1-0 Kraken. Cardi and Beniers get the assists, and that's only 2 minutes in. A minute and a half later, Alex Wenberg gets his second of the playoffs. Jane Schwartz and Vince Dunn get the assist. It's 2-0 Kraken. Carson Soucy, 3 minutes later, gets his first of the playoffs. Ryan Donato and Justin Schultz get the assist, and it's 3-0 Kraken. And they're just running away with this. Manny Beniers gets his second of the playoffs, an unassisted goal, and it's 4-0 Kraken. Just over 4 minutes later, Mason Marchment gets on the board for Dallas. His third of the playoffs. Dadanov, I don't know how you want to say it, gets his second assist of the playoffs, and it is 4-1. Eli Tolvanen, 39 seconds left in the second, makes it 5-1 Kraken, his unassisted goal, and now we head to the third. It's 5-1 Kraken after 2. Yanni Gourde, the short-handed goal, makes it 6-1 Kraken. Brandon Tanev get the assists, and of course this guy had to get an assist on the next star goal. 6-2 Seattle, 7 minutes into the third. Yanni Hakanpää gets his first of the playoffs, and Jamie Benn gets his first, he gets his sixth, assist of the playoffs, and it is 6-2. And last but not least, power play goal, Justin Tolvanen, 7-2 is your final. Eli Tolvanen, did I just say Justin Tolvanen? Is that what I just said? I'll have to go back and watch that. Justin Schultz gets his third of the playoffs. Tolvanen and Wenberg get the assists. The Kraken take a 2-1 series lead. Stars actually outshot the Kraken 26-25. Wedgwood came in for Andre after allowing 5 goals. Andre 706 save percentage. Grubauer 923. Again, he's been absolutely outstanding for the Seattle Kraken, surprisingly. I would love to see a Kraken Panthers Stanley Cup final. I would love to see an Oilers. I don't care who wins the cup this year. I really don't. 2006 was the Hurricanes last time they won the cup. And if the Hurricanes are out, it would be even better. Let's do a prediction tomorrow, and then I'm done for the night. Oilers, Golden Knights, 7:30, 8:30 Eastern. Oilers exploded in Game 2. They were great. Draisaitl, like I predicted, Draisaitl and McDavid both got 2 goals, and the Oilers wound up winning. I'm going to take the Oilers in Game 3. I don't think it's going to be a blowout this time. I think it's going to be a lot closer. I still think it's going to be it's going to be a blowout, not as a blowout as an, oh, well, we're screwed blowout, like a 7-2 blowout. It's going to be 5-2 Oilers, but it's not going to be like 5-2 as in, oh my God, they're not trying 5-2. It's just a whole bunch of power plays that go back and forth, and they win. 5-2 Oilers. I'll give Draisaitl a goal. Draisaitl and McDavid both get a goal, and Hyman 2 assists or 2 points. Doesn't matter how it is. All right, see you tomorrow.